Welcome to Insights into Success. We're with your host Paul Dodds. We hope to educate, inspire and motivate you to achieve your own personal success. We talk to guests from all around the world from a variety of walks of life to hear the realities of their own journey to success. What challenges have they faced? How have they coped with failure? And what have been the keys or will be the keys to their own success? In our Read to Succeed interviews, we talk books that have inspired our guests, and for some, they share their secrets to marketing success. Join us as we give you insights into success. Well, welcome back to Insights into Success, where we're doing a special segment called Read to Succeed, and our recent guest, Leslie Shreve, has agreed to stay on and share some books with us. So, Leslie, without any further delay, I'd love to hear about some books that you've read and who wrote them, what they're about, and what it was that really resonated for you.
Yes, sure. So one of my favorite books that I just discovered recently is called The Motivation Myth. It's by Jeff Haden, Haden. And I can show it here.
Oh, yeah.
It's about the motivation myth. It was so good because I think a lot of people think that in order to get something done or to feel that sense of achievement, that you have to be motivated to do it first. But that's actually not true. And so this man writing this book was singing my song because it's in achieving these small steps that gives you the motivation. And that's the motivation to keep going. So if someone's trying to lose weight or work out or, build something or do whatever it is you want to do, I hear people say, oh yeah, I'm not motivated to do that. Well, you're looking at it all wrong. This is one of the main reasons why I love teaching what I teach about task management, because of the small action steps that we design. Like everything is easy and actionable. And that's good because that's how you get that steady forward movement in your day. So anybody who is looking to find their motivation, stop looking, read this book and understand the concept of getting something done and then feeling that motivation, because that's what spurs us on to keep going. So I really loved this book.
Yeah, it builds your confidence, isn't it? Every little bit you achieve. I think on our other interview, you talked about when you achieve something, pausing to appreciate it. And that in itself, it builds your confidence. And as you build your confidence, you become more motivated.
Yes. Really good stuff.
Sounds good. All right. And what other book have you got to share?
There's a couple that I've read over the years. I don't have them at my fingertips, but for instance, John Maxwell wrote a really good book that I read, more than 10 years ago, called Thinking for a Change. And it went into all the different types of thinking that we do. And it was just fascinating to me. I don't remember everything about it, but I would highly recommend it because it was just about how we think. And of course, as you know, because we've talked a little bit about, the thinking of what we have versus what we don't have and the power of the universe, you really have to remember that thoughts become things. So choose the good ones, first of all, as Tut from the universe says, but, thinking in so many different ways to serve us in so many different ways. John Maxwell just wrote an amazing book on that one. I love Wayne Dyer. The Power of Intention. Yeah. Another really great one. He's, Marshall Goldsmith, What Got You Here Won't Get You There. I should probably read that again.
Sometimes we need to read them again, refresh ourselves.
I do. I need to read that one again in particular, because what got me here is not going to get me to the next level when I scale up. So, to the next level. But those are some of my favorites. And gosh, I've read so many, hundreds and hundreds of books over the years, and I just have changed my life through reading. Even the personal books, the self-improvement books about the universe and the power of thought. I mean, Napoleon Hill.
Yes.
I could go on,
absolutely.
but I
won't. So in terms of reading, tell me about that. Like, how often do you read and what style of reading do you prefer? Like, as in what platform do you prefer to use?
Well, I try to read every day. It's one of my favorite things to do before the day is over. And I love a physical book. Like I tried to buy the Kindle back in 2007, way back then when it first came out. And I thought, oh, this is so cool. And I hated it because I love, not just feeling the book and seeing where I am, but I like bookmarks. I like seeing where I am in the book. I like turning the pages. I find it comfortable to just hold the book because I look at a screen all day long. I can't look at a
I'm
screen for reading too.
I'm with you on that. I'm so with you on that. And that's what I say too, is that I'm on a computer all day. So it's nice to have a physical book so you're not on a screen. It's something different. So
Yeah.
I totally get where you're coming from with that.
Yeah, yeah. So I do love the physical book, and of course, I have so many books in my office right now. I have a whole bookshelf over here on my right. I've got all kinds of books
Yeah.
behind me. I just love, and in the living room, a whole nother bookshelf out there, and then two more in the bedroom. So I have books everywhere, and I just came up with another great one. This one's not about business though, but it could affect your business because of the way we think. But Mike Dooley. And he wrote Playing the Matrix. And
I
he
know
is
that.
he's the heart of because I've been getting notes from the universe. It's an email that I've been getting from probably since 2006, 7, or 8.
Right.
And he is the universe. So Mike Dooley, look him up. Love that book. I've read it twice, Playing the Matrix.
Wow.
Pick it
That's
up.
one I
It
don't
is
know.
so good. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really good.
And tell me, if I was to pick up one of your books, what would it look like? And let me clarify that. Like, would it have lots of sticky notes in it? Would it be highlights? What would it look like? And what
Oh,
and what I'm wanting
so
to know is kind of like how you retain information that you read in your books. I'm kind of trying to find out about that.
Wow, that is a great question. I guess because I probably don't retain every little thing from all these books, but boy, I do remember the feeling, the body of knowledge of just, at that moment, just feeling that much more elevated in my thinking. Could I go back and quote a lot of things? Depends on the book. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I can. And then a lot of times I can't. It's just remembering that whole concept and just walking away feeling that much richer. But to
Yeah.
answer your question about the highlights or the post-its, it's so funny that you ask that because I am the person who will, I'll say, almost never, ever write in a book. Like I don't
Right.
use it as a workbook or anything, which is the
Yeah.
exact opposite of what my boyfriend does. So he
Yeah.
underlines, he highlights, so what I might do is I might put some stickies in, little post-it notes,
Yeah.
if I want to remember to say something to someone in particular. But the
Yeah.
post-it notes might not necessarily stay forever. And I can
Yeah.
only think of a handful of books. I have a lot of health books too. The post-it notes might stay in there because I am referencing those in a lot of different ways. So I'll keep the post-it notes for those. I have underlined books like probably Think and Grow Rich,
Right.
or something else that Napoleon Hill might have written, or Wallace Wattles, some of those early writers about the universe and all that kind of stuff. So it's
Yeah.
just a couple of books I decided to do the underlining, but that is so rare. I do not want to mark up a book, especially if I feel like someday I might want to donate it and
Yeah.
enrich someone else's life with a book that was untouched. Do you know what I mean?
I think we are similar in nature.
Mhm.
Then I'm the same. I don't like marking up books, but like you can see, I've got
Right.
tags on here. See that
Yes.
there?
Yes.
Um, so
Yes.
I'll do that.
I love it. That's what I do.
Yeah,
And
but
they
I
don't
don't.
always
I don't
stay.
like defacing books.
Right. Yeah. I don't like to either. Right. And I have
Yeah,
donated quite a few over the years that I might have picked up something and I thought it was about one thing and it was about another and it didn't click. It's rare, but I've
yeah,
donated them to the local library.
yeah. Fantastic. All right. Well, thank you so much, Leslie. It's been a real pleasure. I've really enjoyed a conversation in this interview and the previous one.
Me too.
Yeah, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. And I look
Thank
forward
you.
to letting you know when we come to publish this and sharing your links and that so people can reach out and get in
Wonderful.
contact.
Wonderful. Thank you, Paul. It was great to be here.